Why is everyone so obsessed about becoming rich overnight? Social media makes it look so easy. Expensive cars, designer clothes, dream vacations. But is this real wealth or is this just an illusion? Let's talk about the pressures Gen Z faces to make money fast, and let's talk about what's really going on behind the scenes. A lot of young investors are not interested in building wealth slowly and steadily. Instead, they want to get rich overnight, and they are taking big steps to do it. Instead of saving and investing wisely over time, they are taking big risks. They are going into cryptocurrencies, they are going into meme stocks, they are going into speculative assets, hoping to hit the jackpot overnight. For Gen Z, which are those between the ages of 13 and 28, working a regular job for 40 years just to retire one day comfortably, that idea feels so outdated. What they want is, they want that comfortable life now. They want the luxury cars, they want the designer clothes, they want the 5-star hotels, they want that now. And the problem is that they don't have the money to live that kind of lifestyle. And of course, social media is making things worse. Instagram influencers or TikTok influencers, they are showing off things that they don't even have. They are showing off their $80,000 Teslas, their $2,000 Canada Goose jackets. They are showing off eating at 5-star restaurants or staying at fancy hotels. And all this, even whether it's real or fake, is creating a lot of pressure. And Gen Z, they feel like they're falling behind, and they need these luxuries to fit in, even if they are struggling financially. And this is leading to a champagne taste with a beer budget problem. Many young people, they are living beyond their means. They're spending money that simply they don't have just to keep up with their peers on social media. They want the big house instead of living in a small, modest apartment. They are racking up credit card debt just to be able to flex online. And then, of course, they make those big bets in the cryptocurrency and the bitcoins. And when those bets, they don't pay off, then, of course, they feel frustrated. The truth is that wealth accumulation has always been a long-term game. But patience is so hard to come, especially when social media is making you believe that everybody else is already rich. Let's take real estate for example. With today's super high prices in real estate, many Gen Z, they cannot buy a home. It's just out of their range, out of their budget. So guess what? They are still living with their parents, probably in their basement. So they feel, of course, that they are missing out, because this is a milestone that previous generations were able to achieve earlier on in life. Another issue are the unrealistic expectations of Gen Z. They believe that in order to be financially successful, they need to have salaries of $580,000 per year, or that they need a net worth of $9 million. And although it is good to have high goals, this kind of thinking can create unnecessary stress and certainly big disappointment. The traditional path to wealth, which is climbing that corporate ladder, start saving and invest consistently in safe assets such as the Standard & Poor's 500, so on and so forth, is not appealing anymore. Many young people think that the only way to get ahead is by taking big speculative risks, or if you are a female, maybe opening that OnlyF account. And sure, some people strike it big, but many more hit a huge disappointment. Let me give you a few examples. Take Keith Gill, otherwise known on the internet as Roaring Kitty. Well, in 2020, he invested in a meme stock called GameStop. He invested $53,000, and that investment turned into over $250 million. And a lot of people made lots of money following his leads, but thousands of other people crashed and burned and lost almost everything.
I'm happy to discuss with the committee my purchases of GameStop shares and my discussions of their fair value on social media. It is true that my investment in that company multiplied in value many times. For that, I feel enormously fortunate. I also believe the current price of the shares demonstrates that I've been right about the company. A few things I am not. I am not a cat. I am not an institutional investor, nor am I a hedge fund. I do not have clients, and I do not provide personalized investment advice for fees or commissions. I'm just an individual whose investment in GameStop and posts on social media were based upon my own research and analysis.
Another example is this girl called Haley Welch, and she is known in the internet as the Hawk Tua girl. And this is very funny. I wrote an article about this. She was interviewed for a funny TikTok video, and somehow she went viral. It was so funny. People started sharing her content or her interview, and people wanted to talk to her.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
She started her own podcast, and then last year, 2024, she created a meme cryptocurrency called $Hawk. And this cryptocurrency, in less than 24 hours, it went up $490 million. And then, of course, the backers of this cryptocurrency sold everything, and everybody else who bought at that high price, they lost all their money. So this is another example that some people strike a hit big, and a lot of other people just lose big as well. And one last example of making money fast and lots of money, the kind of money that makes everybody else set unrealistic expectations, is an OnlyF model called Mia Khalifa. This model, of course, she posts nude pictures and videos of herself. She has so many followers, and she makes $6.4 million per month. So this is incredible. And of course, many Gen Z look at this and say, I gotta get me some of that money. How do I get some of that? And this is the mentality that is going on right now. We have high expectations, and we want that money now. We don't want to wait until we are age 65 to start living our comfortable life. We want that comfortable life now. We want the fast car, we want the fancy purses, we want the vacations, we want everything. And of course, not everyone can have it. Of course, these examples are outliers, and there are many, many more. There are people who are making tons of money in all these risky investments and in the OnlyF websites. And what's happening is that this content is magnified. It makes it seem like everybody else is doing it, everybody else is getting rich, and why are we not getting rich? This is the big problem. But the reality is that most people don't make money that way. This because they are outliers. This means it's rare, and the majority of us have to make money the old-fashioned way. We have to work, we have to invest, we have to wait patiently, and at the end, if most people follow this standard way of making money that have been proven through the centuries already, everyone will be better off. That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and until soon. Peace.